Hi everyone, I'm John. This is my brother Jamie.
I'm his brother Jamie,
Yep.
and this is Sock Bros.
Saxophone.
Sock Bros is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been a good week.
A pretty good week so far. A really good week so far. Do I tell why?
Why?
This week is the best week because we here are Junkin Socks. We're so possible, so we can do. And yes, next few days, I'm down to New York City. And speaking at UN, United Nations, twice.
For the past 2 days.
Past 2 days. And I was there, so possible, so we can do. And I appear on TV, Mother McCollum, and I telling about an entrepreneur of the year. How amazing it is. It is commendable thing going on at Junkin Socks.
John got Entrepreneur of the Year with my dad,
That
and
is
from
amazing.
Ernst & Young, and they spoke at the UN for the past 2 days.
Right.
Right?
It's amazing.
It's really amazing.
Really amazing. Every day, every single day.
You're bringing awareness to a lot
I
of
make it
different
a
problems.
loud word.
Yeah, and you're letting people know that you have a voice, and everyone should have a voice that deserves to be heard.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And just to roll that into what we're talking about this week, it's our awareness socks.
Awareness socks.
So all of these socks proceeds of the sales.
All the awareness socks we have here, all the profit to Better Olympics, all the profit to 5%.
5% go to Special Olympics, and each sock individually, depending on what awareness on what awareness they're bringing light to, we donate money to for each pair that we sell.
Absolutely.
So why don't we start with?
I'll start this one.
You want to start with this one?
I talk about Better Olympics.
So this one is the Comac Sharks Special Olympics sock. Let me get it out so people can actually see it. Ugh. So John was an athlete on the Comac Sharks.
I am the athlete at Comac Sharks, and a picture of sharks on it because
That's the mascot.
team.
Yeah, and I coached for a bunch of years.
Yeah,
I coached John and his friends, and yeah, it was great. It was great.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it's $2 of every pair of socks that we sell of this type of sock goes to the Special Olympics. We also have. Now let's just go down the line.
And let's tie in real quick. That is a perfect sock for Shark Week.
This is a perfect sock for Shark
That's crazy.
Week. Shark Week is coming.
Yeah, very soon.
I watch Shark Week. Do you watch Shark Week?
I never watched Shark Week.
You never watched Shark Week? Dun, dun, yeah, but that's the scary shark music. But in the end, sharks aren't that scary. They never attack people. Here we go. All right. So what else do we have? Why don't we go to
I got the different socks.
Law syndrome?
I did a monitoring socks. To my country National Down Syndrome Society. I give it awards. I give the award, Jamie. I let a whole world to know. I have Down syndrome. And Down syndrome never holds me back. This is why I want syndrome. Does hold me back.
Yeah, but you know,
Because
the law does
I
hold back
love
people with
that.
Down syndrome. So there is a law right now that
Right.
if you have a disability or have Down syndrome,
Right.
you can be paid legally below minimum wage. And some companies take that so far as to pay people with disabilities less than $1 an hour for their work. $1 an hour.
Right.
And there's also a law where you lose all of your, so a lot with what comes with these disabilities, are a lot of different health problems that you have for your entire life. Right? Like you have to go to doctors all the time, and a lot of people go to doctors all the time because it's side effects.
I conclude with health insurance.
Yeah, so a lot of people rely heavily on public health insurance, on Medicare, to help get them through just their day-to-day lives. But there is a law where if John works 40 hours a week, a full-time regular job, and he doesn't have private health insurance, and he relies on that public health insurance, you lose your benefits for just working a full-time job. That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
So John, my dad, and all of us here at John's Crazy Socks,
the colleagues.
yeah, we fight for the rights of people with different abilities, and we pay way above minimum wage. We give benefits. We take care of people, and we want people to follow in our footsteps, right?
Absolutely.
Right? It's time for people to wake up and change this stuff.
Also, Jamie, our colleague Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Brad had a Tourette syndrome.
Has Tourette's.
A Tourette syndrome. He was doing a doctor medical.
Mm-hmm.
Medical, and I give him a benefit.
Yeah.
A benefit on him. This way.
What?
This way.
Yeah, I think it's just it's a struggle for everyone because people need to go to doctors more often than regular people.
Like,
they need to know how to do it. Yeah, but that's true for any of our employees.
Everyone.
We need to take care. People need to be taken care of. But yep, that's a true.
I saw an example.
Yeah, for sure. But that's it's really ridiculous, and it's something that we believe very strongly against here at John's Crazy Socks.
Right.
The treatment of people with different abilities in the workplace. It's crazy. It's crazy. If you work 40 hours, you deserve to get paid for 40 hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But okay. So that's the rant.
I get done here, man. Crazy wanted to say something.
Oh, well, we do have a question. I don't know if it's fit right now, but Lisa's asking, what's our wackiest sock?
What's our wackiest sock?
Wacky.
I don't know. We have a bunch of crazy socks. That's why it's in the name.
Yeah, I feel like to me, I'm crazy person.
Yeah, he's a crazy person. I'll tell you who the wackiest person is. It's John.
I am wacky. It's all wacky.
But I don't think any of these socks here are wackiest. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe the troll socks, if we still have
Yeah,
the
the
troll.
troll. We have the troll socks with the pink hair.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, the troll loves. Yeah, that's probably our wackiest.
I'm gonna send Lisa this link to our troll ones.
But okay, so let's move on to our next one. So here we have PS I Love You Day socks.
Love You Day.
And now this is something that makes people uncomfortable to talk about, but people need to talk about it because what this sock is suicide awareness, and it's something that afflicts a lot of people, right?
Right.
And it's something that people don't like to talk about because unless you can visibly see a disability or a medical problem, people feel like it's a taboo subject. But nothing is a taboo subject here at John's Crazy Socks. So this brings light and awareness to people that are just struggling every day.
Right. I can actually an example for the socks.
What?
PS love you means because you're loved, because you're not alone,
No one's alone.
and no one alone.
And
Yeah.
with that sock, we work with our friends Brooke and Jamie from PS I Love You,
Yeah.
who are
Right.
So shout out to Brooke and Jamie. That's a very powerful movement.
Very powerful.
And we need to bring awareness to it. Everyone deserves to get awareness to it, and everyone deserves to know that there's people out there that love them and care for them and will do anything for them. So, okay, that's good.
I was also too, Jamie.
What, Down syndrome awareness?
Down syndrome awareness.
This is actually the first Down syndrome awareness sock
First one.
designed by John ever. It is 3/21, which is Down syndrome awareness day.
Right.
And it also stands for the extra 21st chromosome, which defines Down syndrome. It's what makes people with Down syndrome stand out,
Right.
right? Long week?
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. We also have Williams syndrome awareness. Now, Williams syndrome is a little different than Down syndrome in the sense that it's not always so easy to spot. It has like mild developmental problems. You have some physical deformities in the face, but it's usually on the milder side. But it's a struggle that people live with, you know. Like you could be walking down the street passing someone and have no idea how much more difficult their lives are than yours, you know. And it doesn't mean that it doesn't deserve just as much awareness and just as much care as any other of our socks that are for different awarenesses. It's really important. Everyone matters, right? So let's see, what else do we have? We have
Plunge.
Polar Plunge. So these are just our Polar Plunge socks. $1 from all these pairs goes to the Special Olympics. Polar Plunge raises a lot of money for Special Olympics every year. It's really important.
Sure.
And it's also really...
I don't want to know.
You know what? It's also a good time. There's usually music, food. You get to go in freezing cold water, look crazy.
See somebody in a beautiful bathrobe.
See someone in a bathrobe. This guy, he wears a weird orange bathrobe that he's had forever. I don't get it, but whatever. Yeah, no. So big shout out to the Polar Plunge.
Right.
Big supporters here at John's Crazy Socks. Let's see, what else do we have?
Those socks. Those socks I Alzheimer's awareness socks.
Alzheimer's awareness.
This one says freaking me not socks. Those socks are very powerful. The money go to $2 of each pair of socks to New Mind or RDS Foundation. I let everyone know. Our grandmother, Momo.
Yeah, Momo.
She had Alzheimer's.
Yeah, she has Alzheimer's, and it is a brutal disease. It's a brutal disease.
Yeah.
You forget yourself, you forget your family, but there's people out there working really hard trying to find a cure.
I was married too because I went to Ireland with my papa once. I visiting Mary and Newton home.
Yeah,
And
we have a couple family members here. We have an aunt over in Ireland where it's the same way. It's really rough. It's not a pretty disease. It is. You forget yourself. You forget your loved ones, but you know people fight for it, and we want to support that. Like we want to anything we can do, even if it's not as much as we can do selling just through socks and just bringing awareness.
come on.
It's okay, but we give people that lose their voice a voice, which is really important. Really important. What else do we have? Oh, so this is our autism awareness sock. Let me get it out of here so we can see it. So I'm just gonna open this one up.
We have a whole bunch of ones untagged. I should have brought those.
No, you're fine. Okay. So this is our puzzle piece autism awareness sock. Now this is really important because a lot of our employees here at John's Crazy Socks have autism. And they're great employees. Now, we have a wacky bunch of people working here and we have fun every day.
Right.
But we also want to shed light on just what our everyday employees go through, and also how awesome everyone can still be. You know, like it's it's tough. It can be scary, but you can make anything possible, even with autism or Down syndrome. You can still do what you want to do. You can still have people in your corner fighting for you, just to have basic equal rights like everyone else. So yeah, we want to bring awareness to that. Okay, what else do we have? This is another autism sock that we have. It's a puzzle piece. It says traveling life using a different road on the toe, which is about as good of a definition as you can get. It's a good analogy towards autism.
And so those socks go with this.
And those socks go with our greeting card. So this card is just a puzzle piece autism awareness card, and it was designed by one of our employees here, John S., who was in yesterday working for us,
Yeah.
who's a great guy, just got home from a cruise. He is super active in the Special Olympics. He is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. He just happens to have autism, right? It doesn't, all of that stuff doesn't get canceled out because he has autism. He just happens to have autism. He also is one of the best people that you will ever meet. He's a great guy. Okay, what else do we have? So we have, so this is the Spreading Happiness sock. It's John's crazy sock. It's just our logo on the sock, and $1 of each sock goes for a scholarship to Gigi's Playhouse. Right?
Right.
That's important too. So I think we're about close. Oh, before I do that, this is John's favorite sock. He's wearing it right now. You can see Down syndrome superhero, and if you can see the face closely, it's John. And I think, is that your actual body, Mr. Buffman?
Hey, can you do this to me?
Yeah, you're looking like Superman.
Yeah, guess what?
What? Ow. Okay. Well, yeah, this $1 from this goes to the NDSS, and then $1 goes to ACDS, which is a local school for kids with Down syndrome. They send in work groups all the time. Shout out, they came in yesterday and they did a great job. John went to ACDS when he was in preschool.
Right.
Right?
I'll wait till I go back.
You're gonna go back? You're gonna go back to preschool?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, you're 23 now. You're too old. But yeah, this Down syndrome superhero. Because if you have Down syndrome, you already are a superhero. Because you have to overcome so much more than a regular person has to overcome.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. That's a fact, you know. But it's a great thing. What else do we have?
And just walking down that one.
Rockin' Down syndrome. Rockin' Down syndrome. And this was designed by John. And on the inside it says, I have Down syndrome, and Down syndrome never holds me back. And this is for Down Syndrome Awareness Day. But that's a cool card. And that's a good design, bud.
Thank you, Dan.
Good design. All right. I think that's it on the awareness socks. Do we have any questions?
So we did have a couple asking if we had like breast cancer awareness, which we
have
do.
a lot of breast cancer awareness.
And then I want to give a shout out to Amanda, who is saying that we ordered socks yesterday, and I'm surprising the mayor a pair for the dunk tank on 4th of July.
Ooh.
And then she gave a shout out to our customer service.
Nice.
So definitely take photos of that, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda.
And another question real quick. What are you guys going to do next week? Let's ask them. Maybe
What do
we'll
you
get
guys,
some
what do you
suggestions.
guys want us to do? Hit us with a suggestion. We can talk about anything. Anything. What do we have? Shark Week is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
4th of July is next week. But I think we're closed. We are closed, right?
I think we are.
We are closed on the 4th.
Yeah.
It's a national holiday. John needs his beauty
Sure.
sleep. Clearly. yawning through the whole thing.
Oh, and that's on Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Thursday.
So we will resume.
Wednesday or Friday?
We might do a special sock bros one day next week. Maybe you guys can do sock bros on the road.
What road?
I don't know. Some
We're
road.
not gonna be on the road. But yeah, we probably won't be here same time, same day next week. But we will definitely be back on
The week after that.
the week after.
You
that.
two will.
Yeah, but maybe we'll get a special one in next week
Yeah.
at some point.
Maybe in the beginning of the week. Maybe we'll do an early week sock bros.
All right. All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it. So I'm Jamie,
I'm John.
and this is Sock Bros. And where are we right now?
And sock is sock.
And what do we sell?
Sock, sock, sock. Sock, 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 my sock.
Socks, and more socks. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys. Bye.